set, go!
Hello guys, it's Spurs21 here, and I'm back with my match review of today's game, which saw Spurs absolutely sweep aside Huddersfield 4-0 at the John Smith Stadium. And I think the reaction can best be summed by... Boy, that was easy. Because truthfully that's what it was. It was a very easy game for us, which probably wasn't expected. Obviously Huddersfield in the previous debut season have been very impressive at home. Been hard to break down for teams as well. They've kept 4 clean sheets out of their opening 6 games, so most were thinking we'd probably win it by a narrower margin, but to do it in such a convincing manner is very good and sends out a real message for the rest of the season. Coming into the game, the lineups, there was one little inclusion of note, which was that Harry Winks got on his first Premier League start of the season playing alongside Eric Dyer in the holding midfield role, and he played very well midweek at Applewell, and he deserved that chance, and I'm glad he got it, and he certainly took it today. From the start of the game, it was Huddersfield were pushing very, very high up the pitch, and I think were attempting to try and match us in terms of work right through the middle and quick interchange passing. But you could just feel if Huddersfield made an error, we would have the quality to be able to capitalise on it. And sure enough, that's immediately what happened. 8 minutes in, just a clearance actually from a goal kick out by us goes over the top of the Huddersfield defence. Their entire back line's completely caught out. Harry Kane latches onto it through one-on-one with the keeper, sorts it in at the keeper's near post to make it 1-0. Easy goal, really. I know it's not an easy chance, but Harry Kane, he makes everything look easy, doesn't he? We're literally running out of things to say because I suppose all I can say is, if anyone asks me how much is Harry Kane worth, and I'd just say he's invaluable. You can't measure how valuable he is to Spurs. Everything he is Spurs, basically. Everything that you want this club to go forward in the future, on the pitch, off the pitch, he defines it. Nothing else to say on that. Shortly after that, 15 minutes in, after a brilliant little sequence of passes through the midfield, like Barcelona tiki-taka style, just one-touch football, it's absolute sublime work, just making Huddersfield run around in circles, it had to be said. Eventually, the ball finds its way all the way over to Ben Davies, who comes running in from the left wing-back position, slots it under the keeper into the side netting to make it 2-0. A great performance from Davies as well, it had to be said. He's really... He has usurped Danny Rose, in my opinion, and is now the first choice for that position. He's really come alive, really, it has to be said, in the towards the end of last season, and especially at the start of this season. And I think Davies has got a very hard job to fight his way back into this side at this, especially if Davies keeps up this kind of form. Then about 6-7 minutes later, again, another goal. This one comes from a throw-in from Trippier, a throw-in to Harry Kane, who has his back to 2 Huddersfield defenders, just controls it with his right foot, leaves the other 2 Huddersfield defenders for dead, on the edge of the box, on his left foot, he just curls it, I say Gareth Bale-esque, into the top corner. It's an absolute exquisite finish. you just stand up and just applaud when you see that kind of quality of goal. I literally can't say anything that can do justice to how good Harry Kane is. It's pointless me even trying to. So it's just amazing. Yeah, 3-0 within 25 minutes. And so, Harry Kane nearly had a hat-trick again. He did have the ball in the net later on in the first half after another great move. However, it was ruled out for offside, which was the correct decision. And that's how it stood till half time. And brilliant, that's how it stood for the whole second half. We just closed the game out. We didn't bother risking anything or trying to chase more goals. We just controlled the game well, and just dominated the proceeding. And we did get a fourth right at the end of the game, where another good link-up move between substitute Son, who again to Davies, who yet again was causing havoc on the left wing-back side. Crisscross finds, of all people, Moussa Sissoko, who fires his shot into the goal. It took a bit of a deflection, but it will be given as his goal. I mean, fair play to Sissoko. I mean, rightfully he was getting so much stick last season for how poor he was, and there's been a lot of people scratching their heads about why he's been included as much as he has. I mean, obviously we know Moussa has been out injured, but people have thought maybe that Sissoko shouldn't be in the lineup, but Pochettino has given him his chance and he's responded, he's stepped up to the mark and he's starting to deliver. So if that's what he does, you can't complain with that. So fair play Sissoko, fair play, and keep it up, definitely. Yeah, that's how the game finished 4-0. Feel a bit so sad that we've got the international break now, because we're going to be bored out of our minds with no Spurs for 2 weeks to watch, especially when we're on that kind of form. So yeah, another excellent win. Harry Kane once again proves he's the best striker in the world. Just a standard day at the office as a Spurs fan these days. What did you guys make of the game? Leave all of your comments down below. Follow my social media links as well. Don't forget to click like, share and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Ben Spurs21. I will see you soon. And as always, come on you Spurs!